No is a complete sentence. Once I started learning how to say no as a complete sentence, no, period.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I still
built
have to
up
learn that.
boundaries. We grew up very, very old school. Like,
Yeah.
traditional, reserve,
Right.
nothing extravagant, just
Yeah.
basic stuff,
Yeah.
Like when we did birthdays, we had like McDonald's fish fillet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was birthday. So there's categories of people. There's people who talked about going to law school, and there's people who enrolled but weren't able to make it, and then there were people
Yeah.
who made it, and then there's people who are actually attorneys.
Yeah.
There's people who made it but didn't
Yeah.
become attorneys.
Yeah.
Bilal, how are you?
Hello.
So tell me about yourself, Bilal.
So my name is Bilal Malik. I am an attorney licensed in New York and New Jersey.
Oh, you're in Jersey too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm in Jersey also.
I didn't know that.
But I don't really do anything out there.
Oh, really? Or you just keep your license?
Just keep a license.
Okay.
Occasionally, I have some cases in federal court. But that's
Okay. Licensed in New York and New Jersey. Predominantly do real estate. However, my full-time gig is I work for a public utility company as their counsel. Yeah. So yeah, alhamdulillah, it's going good. I've been there for 3 years now. Hopefully, inshallah, I'll be there for
doing like HR stuff, like
HR, employment law, real estate law, easements, condemnation, anything related to the water company, basically. Yeah. So it's going good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, it's good. It's stable.
Yes.
It's an like a 9 to 5 type gig.
Yeah,
and then on the side you do
real estate.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
How's that going?
It's going good, alhamdulillah. I don't advertise. It's word of mouth.
Like
So
referral business.
yeah, just referrals, and so it's a steady income coming. Supports my family,
Inshallah.
and alhamdulillah, it's going good so far.
So you've been a lawyer since?
Since 2017, so almost 10 years now. Yeah,
you're 2 years away.
Yeah, I know. Inshallah, we'll see.
This year I'm at 12.
Oh, wow.
I get to 12 this year. 11 this year, inshallah, in September or at the Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
It'll be 11 years of having my own firm.
Oh, mashallah. Yeah.
So I remember when you came out, we had
Yes.
dinner together. Early
Yes,
in this process.
we met at the
Mubani
event. Yes,
Mubani.
yes.
Mashallah, look, the world really, time flies.
I know it does, and
You have kids, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I have 2 kids. My daughter's turning 5 in July, and my son's turning 8 in June. I mean, like those 8 years went by like that,
Yeah. My daughter's turning 4 in July.
Oh, wow.
July 17th.
Okay. My daughter's turning 5 on July 16th.
Wow, subhanAllah.
Yeah,
And
one day apart.
We do a joint birthday party. It's so funny. Actually, we don't really do. We do like
Yeah.
Costco pizza birthday party. Try to keep the thing is that we grew up very, very old school. Like,
Yeah.
Traditional, reserve.
Right.
Nothing extravagant, just
Yeah.
basic stuff.
Yeah.
Like when we did birthdays, we had like McDonald's fish fillet.
Yeah.
That was birthday.
I know it's hard to keep that balance, especially here, because my kids go to school, they see birthday parties, they see Christmas, they see Valentine's Day and all that stuff, and I try to keep a balance, especially during the holidays and when Christmas time comes. I try to explain to them, we don't celebrate Christmas, we celebrate
Festivus.
What?
You know Festivus?
No, it's
You ever watch Seinfeld?
bits and pieces.
So on Seinfeld they had Festivus. It was Festivus for the rest of us.
Okay.
And it was like
Yeah.
a series of
Yeah.
like non-religious,
Yeah.
it was just like odd things.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're gonna join me on my podcast after, but I'm recording right now. It's okay. It's okay. And
No, that's
so,
good. That's good.
You know,
You know what it is? Like when you live here, you can't be. You can't.
don't worry, we'll cut that part out.
Okay. When you live in America, you can't live in a cocoon. You can't live on the left or the right side. You have to live in the middle.
Yeah.
And you have to live within the time period too,
Yeah.
You can't say, I can't tell my kids when they talk about or celebrate Christmas, don't participate at all. Tell them you're a Muslim, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to be
because in that way you're completely alienating your kids from the other kids.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, exactly. And alhamdulillah, my son has a good friends from school and that are
He's 8
non-Muslims.
almost, you said?
He's turning 8, and And the other day, he told me he gave a presentation on Saudi Arabia. Uh, I didn't even know about it. He was like, "Oh, today I'm doing a presentation on Saudi Arabia," and he sent me one of the teachers sent me a picture of it, and he had a whole fact pattern about Saudi Arabia, and he wore the topi too with it. I was like, he wanted to wear the shavakamis to the thobe, but we didn't have one available. But he took it upon himself. So that just shows you that, he's proud of
When
his
you
religion.
empower the kids to
Yeah.
be proud of who
Yeah.
they are,
Yeah.
they will take.
Yeah.
They will step into the
Yeah,
role.
exactly.
You
And
know,
that's what I hope.
As a parent, I am a younger parent in the sense I have younger kids. My
Yeah.
son is 19 months,
Oh, much more.
and so I hope I can empower my kids to be proud of who
Yeah.
they are and take it upon themselves.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
else, what's going to happen is they're going to be very sensitive
Yeah.
and complaining
Yeah.
a lot, which is
Yeah.
very.
Every day I feel like I'm not doing good, like in the sense of teaching my kids the religion, and I feel like me worrying about that just makes me extra careful and mindful about what they're learning in school and whatnot. I mean, they go to Sunday school and everything. Like they do Quran class every day, but I'm still mindful that I'm not doing enough. So I just try to consistent keep it going.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to be a parent in America, trying to find that balance.
Yeah, it is.
mean, I grew up. You grew up mostly in America?
Yeah. I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Oh,
Grew up in Yonkers. Moved out
so
to Long Island.
that there's this trying balance.
Yes.
Like when I was growing up in the '90s in New York City, there's no understanding of Pakistani culture.
Yeah, no.
There's
Now they got streets named after Pakistani.
now they have halal food in school.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And
that's coming out to Long Island. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Come on, these kids are the moment it snows, they get they get a snow day at home. I mean, okay, they still have school. It's at home. I get it, but come on, you guys are soft.
Yeah, I know, but
then they still complain. I'm just joking. I love the young kids, and I hope the young people aren't this boomer uncle. But
it's hard to as you get.
I'll be 37 tomorrow.
Really? Tomorrow?
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Oh wow.
I'm.
You're around my brother's age. I have one brother that's 41, and then one brother that's gonna be 45. That is 45.
Oh, okay, cool. They're attorneys too?
No, neither.
Okay.
One works at a hedge fund, and one is high up at an oil and gas company in Houston.
Oh, okay, cool. Hedge fund, that's interesting.
Yeah, my other brother works at a hedge fund. He lives in Queens.
Okay.
But he works at a hedge fund in California.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I have a brother actually that just got residency. Alhamdulillah, my parents are excited about that.
You're excited too.
Yeah, it was a long road, I'll admit, but alhamdulillah, he finally got it. He stuck through it, and he's moving to Kentucky now. So, but I told him if you got accepted to Alaska, you're going to Alaska. It doesn't matter.
Do what you got to do.
As long as you get accepted.
Life.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the other side, there's sweetness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the people. You're a lawyer. I can tell this to you. It's all the people who talked about going to law school. There's a lot of people. There's categories of people. There's people who talked about going to law school. And there's people who enrolled but weren't able to make it, and then there were people who made it, and then there's people who are actually attorneys. There's people who made it but didn't become attorneys.
Yeah.
So it's there's a lot of people who talk. A lot of people talk, but then to stick it out all those years is actually a painful journey.
There are plenty of times that I just I'm gonna quit. Yeah, I was like, this isn't for me. I took the bar twice. And alhamdulillah, the last time when I took the second time the New York bar, it was before they were about to change it. So I made it a point that I needed to take that format because I want to tell people that that's the format I took because that was harder. And then I took New Jersey at the same time too. So alhamdulillah, But yeah, you're right. I mean, there are
what year was this?
2016. Okay. Yeah, was the last.
I took the bar exam in 2013.
Okay.
And it was during the middle of Ramadan.
Oh.
And I did New York, New Jersey, and honestly, it was incredible.
Okay.
I loved that it was during Ramadan.
Really?
Because
you concentrated more. Yeah.
And the moment,
you probably weren't even hungry.
I wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
I was already trained because it was Ramadan already.
Yeah.
It was the middle of Ramadan.
Yeah.
And what happened is that while everyone else was worried about where they're gonna get food, I was going to my car and studying.
Yeah.
And especially for the essay portion, you can kind of see what was in the morning,
Right.
and then you can kind of determine what's in the afternoon
Yeah.
and study for the afternoon.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did.
Yeah.
I drove both days, even to Manhattan. I drove and parked my car. And in New Jersey, I did the same. I drove and parked my car, and then during the lunchtime, I went to my car and studied.
I think it's not only a good trait to or a good time period to study during Ramadan, but it just if you're able to do it, it just shows you that you have the power to not only fast but also study. I mean, I don't know if you ever caught that scholar that was asked, I had my finals during Ramadan. Could I skip fasting to concentrate on studying? He's like, yeah, sure, skip Ramadan. If you're interested in going to hell, sure, go for it. So, but yeah, it's just a challenge.
If you think about all the things that have happened during Ramadan, right? Like, there's basketball players were playing the Battle of Badr during Ramadan, and so like
what's going on in the Middle East?
What's going on in the Middle East? The Sahabas were literally fasting during the war. What's happening in the Middle East? Gaza, people are fasting during Ramadan, didn't even have food delivery.
Exactly. So yeah, unfortunately, people don't really think of it like that. But come to ICNA, you go to masjid, you learn stuff online. You start learning a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the sacrifice going through the seerah is incredible.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
So, what next? What's next on your journey of?
Making sure I raise my kids well according to the religion, and for myself, I just want to try to better myself. I don't know, start opening another business or something like that. Another in the sense, my law firm is my business, but
grow the firm, man.
Grow the firm. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I want to be entrepreneur basically. I see all these other people.
It's great because it gives you such a diverse set of skills that you can apply in all different subject areas.
Yeah.
So like a lot of young people, they come and ask me, "Oh, should I go to law school?" Absolutely, yes, you should go to law school because it is the best time to go and learn.
Absolutely,
when you can.
Yeah, especially in certain fields.
And honestly, people ask me, "Oh, is ChatGPT going to destroy lawyers?" And honestly, I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
I thought so at a period of time. I was like, "Man, there's no need." But now that I think more and more about it, honestly, if the typing and all the admin and stuff like that goes away, lawyers actually will become significantly more valuable because now I can go and actually help people and know that the work is adequately getting done on the back end.
Okay.
So the soft skills of being like a communicator and like all these things will matter significantly. And so and being a lawyer was great to teach me skills about like compassion and deposition prep and all kinds of stuff. Changing to the circumstance.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, I think it's a technology that needs to be accepted and not like shunned away. And basically you have to adjust to the times. And it's something that we just have to learn to live with, basically.
Dial4law.com. 833 dial for law. For law, dial for law. For law, dial for law. For all your legal needs, dial for law. Injured, dial for law. Hurt at work, dial for law. Arrested, dial for law. For law, dial for law. For law, dial for law. 833 dial for law. Dial4law.com.
Okay, so Aneeba Rehman.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Aneeba is big time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She may try to act humble. She's been an attorney for 15 years.
Yes.
Mashallah, Allah Mubarak. You've had your own firm for
10 plus.
10 plus.
Wow.
Mashallah, Allah Mubarak. It's a female-owned, operated, run, managed, everything law firm.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big shot. Like, don't try to diminish your own light. I'm trying to, that's the truth. I have a daughter. I want my daughter to have proud Muslim female examples that I can say, look, she's managing a law firm. That means you should be able to manage your dad's
Absolutely.
law
Yeah,
firm.
she
Take over
will.
my
Yeah,
One
inshallah.
day.
Yeah,
She
inshallah.
will take over.
And so maybe we send her this recording. You know, she's 4 years old next month or 2
Right.
months from now.
She just needs another like.
But it's true. That's
30.
what the power of the law is,
Yeah.
right? That's the power of what our profession provides, and this empowerment feeling, right? I get kind of teary-eyed thinking about it, honestly, because Aneeba and I know each other through her dad since I was like a little kid. I grew up in an Ikna. She's an Ikna baby.
No,
Yes.
I'm an Ikna baby basically too.
Okay.
You know, like all of our teachers are the same. Dr. Khurshid Khan, Shamshir Ali Beg, and all of our teachers are the same.
Wow.
So we understand like the system. This is like there's a system. Like, you know, that like now there's a next generation of kids. Like I have a daughter, you have kids. Like, you know, we want the kids to be empowered to take this to the next level. Our parents came here, no English, barely any English. You know, just desperate to get by, trying to establish Islamic organizations that could educate our next generation of kids. And now we're the adults with the kids, and we're trying to impart that next knowledge and like desperate to try to figure out what's right, what's wrong, and like how do I do this?
Right.
Sorry, I just I just want to make sure you guys hear it.
No, absolutely.
You guys
I appreciate
are,
it.
you know, successful Muslim lawyers. We need proud people to be able to. So tell me, what is it like operating your own firm?
My own practice. It's pro and con. Pro is you work for yourself and you do what you want. You take on what you want. Con is you're always on. But
like weekends, nights, people are calling you
all the time.
11 p.m. at night, you know.
2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. But it's rewarding, and the fact that you get to pick and choose your clients and your cases, it makes it more meaningful. And you know,
and the ability to say no to people also is incredible. Incredible. And I recently learned how to say no to people, just like putting up a boundary. I read the book. Muhammad Salim recommended this book to me from our group. No is a complete sentence. That book, I bought it. Now it's out of print. It's like $80 for the book. Wow. So if you guys want a copy, I'll just send you my copy. But it's a great book. Once I started learning how to say no as a complete sentence, no, period. Like, you know,
I think I still
built the boundaries. I'll send you the book.
Yeah, I probably need to read that book.
I think I've learned. I haven't mastered it, but I've learned it.
I haven't mastered. I'm a student.
Yeah, no, because I have clients that want me to take on cases, but we don't agree on certain things, and I'll just be like, all right, inshallah, next time. And they're caught off guard, like I'm not accepting what they want to offer me. I'm like, no, it's all right, you know, maybe next time. And they're just shocked, and they just, you know, walk.
I
walk
find that when you say no to people, they want to work with you more.
Yeah, exactly.
They find that you're honest.
Yeah.
And like that's like a redeeming quality for
Yeah.
Or when you say I don't have the time for this, they're like, no, but
it's like it's the most important thing in the world to them.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
but setting your own timetable and like telling people like I'm not going to be able to get to this until next week. You want me? You can wait, or you can go find someone else. And if they come back, then they're serious.
How much are you implementing and using AI in your firm?
Not a lot.
No.
Why? And we actually like limit it also in terms of like just because for a lot of our interns, I want them to learn how to research and write on their own and not be so reliant on AI. Yes, it's helpful. It's not that you don't use it at all.
Right.
But there's like a beauty.
You need to use it. Forget the little kids. You need to use it.
I want to keep my like research and writing skills. Like
don't use it for the research and writing if you don't want to. Use it for everything else.
Well, then I need to take a course twice a month. All right?
No course. No course. Just we can sit together. We can set up like a little, you know, Zoom chat for all of us. I can do a Google Meet and just like show you guys.
You've done that before, right?
Yeah, we did it once before.
Yeah.
I'm using
You
AI.
use it for everything?
Everything in my practice.
Really?
Intakes, timelines, document organizing.
But is that limiting your interaction with clients?
It's actually making that interaction much more meaningful.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Much more meaningful. I can have I have AI that attends my Google Meets, and it records the conversation, and it takes notes, and it'll, you know, then we have extracting that to the Clio file. So now I can just have an engaging conversation, not worried about taking notes, not like jotting things down like desperately like I normally do. Normally, when I was having a conversation with you, I would be literally writing down every word you said and then trying to process it while I was writing it down while you said it. But now I can just have a conversation. The AI is recording it, and it's like tabbing it up with like, oh, this is what you talked about at this time, and like
Do your clients like it?
my clients appreciate it. Some clients want it. Some clients don't want it. Opposing counsel may not be happy. It's something that just sits on your Google Calendar, and anything that you clicked yes to, it will go and attend, even if you didn't go attend.
Right.
So, like, let's say you had a team meeting with, and I do this. I have employees so overseas, and so what I do is we set up a team meeting, and even if I'm not there, my AI will go attend and will take
I don't
notes
know how
for
I feel
the
about that.
Yeah.
You don't know how you feel about that until you try it out. And then when you try it out, you're like, this thing is incredible.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the old fashioned.
Like, what if you could just attend a depot and just attend the depot and just be there taking the notes, and the AI is sitting there sending you notes about what's happening in your depot?
Well, defending or taking?
Either. Your depot. Like your side of the depot. You would want the
I have a transcript.
No, but like in real time, you're getting stuff coming to you.
Okay, I would have to see it. I have
Try
to see it
stuff
to
out.
believe it's mine.
I've set up like templates for like case memos, how I want certain things organized, like, you know, intro section, timeline of events with like an actual timeline, detailed timeline with a cross reference to documents, and like analysis, legal research, the legal research part.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, you know, there was that early period of time where like attorneys got caught using
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
they still are getting caught, actually.
But ChatGPT took that as like a challenge. Like, you know what? Challenge accepted. You know, like Barney Stinson from How I Met Your Mother. Like, challenge accepted. And they like have been making this significantly better.
How's ChatGPT different from DeepSeek?
ChatGPT, if you have the paid Teams version, you can connect it to your Google Drive. They won't train off your data, supposedly. And you can ask a question about your, like, a particular document that you would normally send someone to go search for you, or you would take time to like go find, and you could ask ChatGPT, and it'll go find it in your Google Drive.